Okay guys, back for another cast on the druid. So I'm currently in Gadsden in the area of Tanaris, up here. Pretty much as far away as I can be from last episode where I locked out in Brill, close just outside of Undercity. I have I have four level 53 quests. All of them picked up in previous episodes, and there was one of them I picked up in Orgrimmar, and the other three I picked up in Ungoro Crater. So the one I picked up in Orgrimmar, I'm gonna leave it in the description below how to actually get this quest.
Time is money, friend. Be good.
I'm just gonna hand it in, and then let's see, blah blah blah. Bring a Garish, Sand Clan, and 5 on Goro soil. Okay.
Have a good one.
So that's a level 53 follow-up that is done in Ungoro Crater. Seems reasonable to bring it along. Same goes with this one. This quest, super sticky. So I'm gonna bring this up along as well. Only thing that's left here now is a level 60 and a repeatable quest. Yeah, so I'm flying to Ungoro Crater now. It's the neighboring area.
Strength.
But like I said, these three quests here from Ungoro Crater, Eastern, Western, Northern Pylon, they were picked up in a previous episode, and I had some other level 53 quests at that point that I wanted to do first in order to harvest the full reputation bonus before I reached level 59, which is very close, as you can see here. So that's why I didn't do them while I was there last, because they don't reward any reputation. Bungle in the jungle here, it probably gives some, but I'm not quite sure how much. There might be a loss there if I reach, which I probably do, level 59. I'm just, let me see, 17,000 experience shy. So I probably will lose some reputation. This super sticky quest is done here as well. Yeah, up here somewhere. So yeah, I might as well bring it along. I'm just checking out the map here to see where exactly I should complete the quest from the... Just checking out all of my quests at the moment. Yeah, that looks quite alright. So the Ungoro soil I can pick up from, pretty much from the ground. If I come by them. I think there was a player sitting there. Dwarf warrior. Very nice. Oh yeah, now that I'm here, by the way. There was a quest in a previous episode as well. Actually, from 2 previous episodes. I got it from this guy. It was completed in Sunken Temple. And then afterwards I came to him and completed sort of the final quest. He gave me some Zapper thingy, this one. Bloodpetal Zapper. I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do with it, but you're actually supposed to do it on these small guys here. The only problem was I tested it actually, and I couldn't really make it work. I'm just gonna try again here. Okay, so this one actually worked. So I one-shotted this level 40 Bloodpetal thingy. So that's what it's used for. It's a toy, and yeah. Sure, if you had endless space and all, it would be nice to have it as a toy, but I'm probably gonna dump it. Done. Other than that, I have picked up, while I've been here previously, 14 of these Bloodpetal sprouts, and I hope I come by a final one, because... oh, Oh, these are 55. I thought I read them as 53. There is another level 53 quest down here, but I'm so sort of loaded with quests right now, so I'm just gonna wait a bit with it. But there's a mob up here that likes to chew these Bloodpetal sprouts. It's this one, Dadanga. So when I picked up a final one, I'll probably come by and feed Dadanga. Interesting bug here where I read about it. It's when people land, they have a tendency to look like this to other players. So I think first mission is I'm going for the pylons. There's one right up here. It's these 3 here. And yeah, like I said, 4 of the quests, all but Super Sticky, were picked up previously, and they had sort of a pre-quest to them. But like I said, I'll link it in the description if you would ever like to do them yourself, maybe, and figure out how you pick them up. Especially the one that the first one I handed in. It's a long chain that started, I think, back in Feralis, as I was level maybe mid 40 or something like that. Anyway, Northern Pylon, hello, say good day, just mission accomplished. Easy peasy. So the 2 of the pylons here are fairly easy. One of our guys, nope. It's probably the human from before that were that was sort of moonwalking on her mount. And from previous visits here, I got actually quite a bit of Ungoro soil, but I forgot to bring any, or I didn't know that I needed any more. But I think I should be able to handle up, to dig up another 5 for this quest. So this is sort of the area of the big dinos, as I've probably been moaning about before. So I should sort of I should have a lot of awareness here. I'm looking for the pylon down there, and afterwards I'm gonna sort of change direction to the other side of the map over there. The last one, it's gonna be a little tricky, or a little dangerous, to be honest, because it's fairly high level mobs that are over there, like say 60 elite, stuff like that. But I think their aggro range is not that bad, besides, the really big dinosaurs. The so-called devil source. We had a dream foil here. Yeah, it's definitely worth picking up. If I can find it, right there. Constantly checking out for the big boys. I might as well buff up a little while I'm here. There's actually another one here. Yeah, so this video is just gonna be me picking dream foil. It looks like. Nah, it's not. Alrighty, so yeah, now I had to cross over on sort of the other side of the map. Just gotta see, because there's one thing that doesn't add up here. I'm just gonna go up here, because apparently I have a quest up here. Not right here, but from Questy I have a quest here. Yeah, okay, it's Bungle in jungle, fine. Yeah, it's actually a level 52 quest here as well, but yeah, I could pick it up while I'm picking flowers here anyway. Yeah, normally I guess I would try to skip picking all these flowers so you don't have to watch it, but it's not often that I'm in an area where I can actually get to them. I guess this guy won't let me though. Nope. So he get the root. And see you, bro. But the reason why I'm so sort of, yeah, all fury to get these flowers. By the way, here's the last one of these for Dadanga or whatever it was called. So I might as well pick it up while looking 360 if there's no big dinos. There we go. But the reason why I'm so, you know, all wild to get these flowers is that they are both Dreamfoil and Mountain Silver Sage is part of sort of endgame elixirs, stuff that raiders, flasks that raiders use in in endgame content. Stuff that lasts maybe 1 or 2 hours, or I think up to 2 hours. Yeah, and normally in normal World of Warcraft they would persist through death because Blizzard knew that they would be a pain in the behind to get. Yeah. So yeah, of course it doesn't work that way in hardcore. So when you die with your precious elixir as well. Let's see. Okay, so the friendly neighborhood here is 49. Should be no problem. I'm almost 10 levels above. Again, awareness though, and I probably can't dodge this one as a Tauren. I mean, going under those roots there. But I'm looking for two things. Mainly, if there's any big raptors I don't want to be close to, and the second thing is if I can find a couple of piles of Goro soil. And we can do a little fighting here because I think I need some glands. To my knowledge, there's no raptors, you know, this close to sort of the southern border of this map, sort of. This is probably some kind of low drop, as it's... Oh, and there's actually soil right next to me. But since I only need one of these glands, it's usually not given to you in the first kill. Except in this video, maybe. Nope. I'm just gonna pick up the soil. Okay, so I got 4 in 1 stack. I think that's the maximum possible you can get, but it's still 1 short for the quest. I'm just gonna move it to my quest items, and this is my crab items. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna buff up a little. I got a feeling that it'll take a little bit of grinding to get these. Yeah, the one gland that I need here. So apparently it can come from all of these guys. Oh, lucky me. So I guess I just had to buff up and it was given to me. Oh, and how convenient, another stack here of Goro soil. that I will enjoy along with my poison here. Oh, and it was perfectly sort of portion size here. So I got 4 in the first stack and 1 in the other, but like I said, it's 1 to 4 that you can get from these sort of stacks. Let's see. Yeah. Don't come any closer, bro. Alright, Sunrise is nice, but I'll leave it for now. It's not gonna be a completely like herbalist video, flower picking video. But down here in the Terra run, you have now been warned with the name. There's a lot of big dinos, up to level 60 elites, but I think it's like the biggest one of them that they they seem to have a very sort of short, like these guys. It's a 54 though. Seems like you have to get pretty close to them in order to get aggro, even if you say like 54 yourself. So they're not that dangerous. You pretty much have to run into them in order to get aggro. What's dangerous, on the other hand, is getting aggro from some of the smaller mobs here, because they could daze you, meaning slow you, and then when you meet Mr. Big Devil Saw, you're pretty screwed. Or I'd say dead almost. So definitely awareness here. I'm just gonna look behind occasionally, because I think the Devil Saws they are at least as fast as your sort of slow mounted speed, the one that I currently have at 60%. So safety, safety, safety. Let's see, 53. Yeah, I might be wrong. Maybe they don't go as high as 60. More like 55. Shouldn't exaggerate here. It seems a little crowded there, so I'm just gonna go around. But like, yeah, well, I didn't say it, but well, I've said it in a previous video, I think. But I got a sort of a general idea about where these sort of the big devil saws are. It's still very unpleasant when they all of a sudden enter your screen. But usually they're not completely in the outskirts here of the map. So that was the 3 pylon quests. And let's see, got 16,000 experience left. So I think I'm gonna... Oh, and some poor guy, yeah, it's Friday, so we're talking, I think, Weekend Warriors, because this is very classic, sort of. This guy, he didn't die in Skull Rock, but it's very close to it, and the same kind of mobs. He died in Dreadness Peak. I think it's maybe a level 14 quest, but it could be 13 as well. But these Burning Blade Acolytes are not to be messed with if you are sort of a new player in lousy gear. They are... Dreadness Peak is located in the Barrens on top of a mountain. I think it's one of the pre-quests for Ragefire Chasm, where you have been fighting sort of guys like that in Skull Rocks, which is killer number 1 for Horde, especially for new players. Or experienced players that try to do the area before they are sort of ready for it. The problem with Skull Rock is the problem that I've had while I died twice on my druid, is that you enter a closed environment, a cave, and there's a lot of mobs before you, and you'll get spawned sort of closing the trap behind you. And all of a sudden, when you get the mob that you didn't expect, and you're low on mana or low on health, if you're a warrior, etc., it may even sort of attract another couple of mobs, and then it's game over. There's another Goro dirt pile here, just to, I don't need it. I got lots of it on my banker. I sort of sent quest items there, but it's just to show that the Ungoro dirt is not that uncommon really in the area. Only when you really need it, then you can't find any piles, of course. So these 3 pylon quests, they were sort of, the tour in Ungoro Crater here. Oh, and yes, we're gonna feed Dadanga as well, or whatever it was called. I'll say it takes somewhat longer to get 15 of these guys. They are not that uncommon as well, but at least 15 is, that's a lot. I think it's meant this sort of repeatable quest as a little helper where you can you can complete the quest and then you'll get a little aid package, which is, I've done it once on my Shadow Priest. That it was a little crappy reward, I think. Actually, it was very crappy, but maybe I got unlucky and just got sort of the wrong items. Let's see what we get from, not Dadanga, sorry, Dadanga. There we go. Alright, so Dadanga gets 15 of these sprouts that I picked up here in the crater, and I get a nice little package. Let's see what it contains. Alright, so healing potions, yeah, sure, that's nice. Protection, yeah, sure, it can be used. And strength, yeah, you know, I think I might sell it. And a nice homemade cherry pie. But you could say using probably like 20 minutes if you were just like, at least 20 minutes if you were just doing this quest alone, it would not be worth it at all. Yeah, so the pylons done inside the mountain. Inside this cave. In a couple of previous episodes, it looks like some rave area. Not that that's my kind of festival, but with all the lightings and stuff here, I get it. I get those associations anyway. But I met the goblin in here before, and I picked up some crystals for her and stuff. Like I said, I can link some of the previous quests in the when I upload this video. And just for your info, this is the only video I got. Usually I would record a few episodes ahead, but I'm a bit behind, you could say. So I'm actually here, right here. I'm not somewhere like level 60 and doing dungeons or something like that. Okay, so I picked up the handed in the 3 pylon quests, and
very good. You have a great day now.
I then talked to her after, and what she gave me here, that's sort of the prize, I think, is this book here. So it gives you an instruction about the Northern Pylons can use these colors, blah blah blah, and if you use them in some kind of pattern, then you can get some buffs. I've never met a player that actually wanted to do these buffs. I'm just gonna say goodbye, I think.
Hey.
Okay. So you can get some kind of buff. I don't even know if it only works when while you're in this area, blah blah blah. They might be useful. I don't know if you're sort of grinding these big level 60 mobs or stuff like that. But for now, I don't have any plans to... Just gonna use this as well. I don't have any plans about using... someone was lost here like me. I don't have any plans about using those pylons, or the buffs that they give, so I'm just gonna drop her book while she didn't look. I didn't want to be, rude. No, it's just an NPC. It's just me being, jerk. So I picked up a level 54 quest in Gadgeton while I was there. I still have a couple, a 52, and that doesn't reward reputation, and some others, but I'm just gonna do it while I'm here. There's another 53 here, but I'll do it probably in the next episode. So let's get to work on these guys. And okay, I think they're pretty resistant to nature damage because he sort of dropped the root instantly. And he gets the stick for the rest. Oh, he actually rooted me. How rude. So I need 12 tars. That's quite a bit. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get 59 with these guys, and it's quite alright. So yeah, slowly creeping versus 60 here, guys. Oh, and very pro here, I just ran out of mana. Thank you. So I got one as a reward for being yeah, a little foolish and running out of mana. There we go. Yeah, so 4 or 5 more of these guys and we got a level. Looks like it's gonna be a little of a grindy episode here with these guys after all, so I'm just gonna get the mana, what is it, 6 mana per 5 seconds, along with my minor mana oil here. It's, yeah, 10 mana per 5 seconds. Yeah, sure, it adds up. So I must be honest, I'm glad I don't have to do this while, you know, knowing for a fact that there's one of the big dinos, one of the devil saws sort of hunting here. That it's one of their hunting grounds, because I'm positive that it's not. Still, awareness, of course. Have it as a standard thing to look over your shoulder. It's always a good thing. And I think it's time for a little mana break after here. There we go. I'll have my own brown mana, aka coffee. And we have another classic here, I'm afraid, for the so-called weekend warriors. Son of Arugal, in Silver Pine Forest. Probably this, I can imagine the second deadliest to Horde players. And for people that doesn't know, it's level 23 to... Hey, we got a level, guys. It's a level 23 to 25 elite that wanders maybe a level 15 to 17 area. So it will be a very, very nasty surprise for the standard player to meet him there. What's unfortunate, or sort of a trap you could say as well, is that he looks a lot like the other fauna. He might be a little bigger, but as there's so many other skins like him that people won't notice. And I think back in my complete noob days, I've died probably a couple of times to him as well, I can imagine. I don't remember it, but I'm pretty sure I have. I suppose the game is built to... the setup is made with Son of a Rugel to sort of give you awareness, I think, of the environment. Learn to look over your shoulder, as I'm doing here, on a regular basis. And it has saved my life countless times here, that you have this sort of built-in mechanic yourself. So I'm just gonna use the skill point, guys. That's not... I don't recall what I'm gonna spend last, but I'm definitely gonna use improved Starfire. That means I can cast this slow Starfire spell 0.1 second faster. I need Starfire as for mobs that are immune to nature damage, which Shade of Iranicus in Sunken Temple was, for instance. That I didn't know, and I couldn't really find anything about it. Maybe if I had searched Google harder, but I couldn't find anything on my usual source, which is Volhead.com for info. There we go. So I need 8 more of these tars. And I need to drink some mana soon. This guy just looked a little bigger than the others. But, yeah, it's not a rare. Purple Lotus. I don't think I'm gonna keep it, guys. It's, to my knowledge, is sort of a low-end potions that are of limited use. So, yeah. It's the flowers that always are picked up, so far, at least for me, in sort of ruins. Either old sort of elvish night elfin ruins or troll ruins, but ruins nonetheless. So I'm gonna be a little lazy and not root this guy because they seem to break the root almost instantly. I think I'm positive they have a very high sort of nature resist, and the root spell is a nature spell, so there's a high chance that it will break it very fast. Just gonna try it here. Yeah, he even resisted the spell and he's somewhat 5 levels lower than me, so defo high nature resist. You get the club for the rest. So I started out at the lakes here, just in front of the quest hub up here, but as you can see, there's actually quite a huge area where you can farm these guys, and I think it has to do with that. This is a quest for both Horde and Alliance. So on a normal server where there's a high population, you would probably have a hard time getting to these tars because they seem to have a rather low drop rate. But we are halfway there now. Oh, nice. So the keyword was saying that it was a low drop rate, and I got almost 3 in a row. Remember that, guys. Almost 4 in a row. I don't know what's happening here. I'm just gonna drink. With that many drops here, I can imagine sort of my instinct tells me that the drop rate is maybe like, I don't know, 30%, something like that. So maybe 1 in every 3 mobs, but I seem to have a period where I didn't get some for quite a few mobs. Maybe, you know, there's a little difference. Some of these guys have mana and this guy have not, I think. So maybe some of them have a slightly higher drop rate than the other. Who knows? And by the way, I'm resisting a lot of their spells as well, so I have slight nature resistance, as you can see, but I also have, due to my racial and stuff, Tauren, but I'm also 5 to 6 levels higher than these guys, so that gives you an increased chance for them sort of resisting their spells. And that's why I say a level 10 in PvP, same, you could say, setup. That's why a level 10 professional Vol player, he can't kill probably a level 25 or maybe a level 30, what do I know, completely new player, because he will have a hard time hitting him at all due to the level difference. Sort of a built-in mechanic both in PvE and PvP. So yeah, time to eat some and drink while we look at Black Blossom's latest loot here. 2 strength, 6 stamina, 11 spirit. Kinda odd stats, but it's 1 gold. I'll take it, sure. Heart of the Wild here, that I just got. No, well, that I got from these guys as well. It's crafting material, and yeah. It's. I think it has multiple sort of usages, but I have used it for tailoring at least on my Shadow Priest, and that's why I know it's a crafting material. It seems to drop quite a bit from mobs like these. I've been grinding some stuff in Fellwood on the Priest, which is pretty much same level area here, and the sort of nature mobs there. They have the same sort of... Oh, I think he's actually regenerating there. But they have the same sort of drops, these Heart of the Wild. And I seem vaguely to remember that mobs like, say, nature mobs as well in the instance of Dire Maul, which I haven't taken for probably 15 years or something like that. Would give you drops like that as well. We're on a roll here, guys. Just got another one, and final one's coming up here, I think. Oh, I don't know. Hope so. So, a level 25 died, unfortunately, in Durnhold Keep by a Syndicate Watchman. Durnhold Keep is sort of the open version of the cave. It's sort of the same setup where you get into an area where it's very hard to get out. because due to respawns. So poor Stone Bull here, he apparently got caught by some mobs in there. And they are kind of nasty. You can very easily get too much aggro in there. While I'm drinking, I can probably show you exactly where it is. It's in up here in... let's see... in Hillspread Foothills. Just have a little problem finding it. Let's see. There we go. So Durnhole Keep is here. You got the Horde quest up there. I think there's at least 2 quests there. And the reason why I'm even sort of looking at the map while I'm drinking and not having sort of awareness here is because I've never seen one of the big dinos right here. So I dare do stuff like that, but I wouldn't advise it. And one of the guys that I did quest a little bit with in this guild, I only did like 2 or 3 quests with him, but I forgot his name. It's one of the raiders, but he told me he was here in Goro Crater. I figured out that he had lost his 60 mage that actually had raid gear and stuff, not complete sort of high level, but he had a fairly nice gear, so he spent quite a bit of hours on him on his mage. He locked out here in Goro Crater, and apparently he left before he had completely locked out. And when he logged in the next day or evening or whatever, he was dead. So something had attacked him while he had locked out, and he was dead, and he didn't even know about it. That's pretty crazy. I just got some pretty high valuables actually that I didn't even know these guys could drop. But Living Essence here is probably worth around 20 gold, something like that. It's a crafting material for high-end gear, epics and blues. There's a big difference on epics, of course, that some of the beginner epics that you can craft are nowhere near the same that will drop in late game raids or 40-man raids. But its epics is still usually very good gear, so but you will usually need like 8 of these, and they have very low drop rate. I haven't sort of investigated on these mobs what the drop rate is, but I can imagine it's like, I don't know, 2%, maybe even 1%, very, very low. I did grind some of them on, that's actually exactly the stuff I was grinding on my Shadow Priest in Fellwood. For her shoulders, there's a faction there that I will engage eventually on this guy called Timbermore Hold. And Timbermore Hold has, if you care to grind their reputation, I'll take it when I get there, but then you'll figure out that they have some really nice rewards. Not so much for leather here, leather caster. We got the final one. So I'm just gonna hearth back to Gadgetzan and hand in. But for especially for a tailorer and I think for blacksmith as well, if you grind these Timbermore Hold guys, they have some very, very nice recipes as you get more popular with them. So finally a Horde here I can buff. I think I've only seen Alliance players so far. So I'm just gonna hand in, guys. And unfortunately I got night shifts, so yeah, I can't sort of keep playing today, even though I'm sort of in the mood for it. So I'm gonna hand in Bungle in the jungle first. Let's see what's happens.
Keep it real.
Oh, and then we got a pretty nasty quest, I think called Pawn Captures Queen.
Keep it real.
Just gotta pick it up. And this one rewarded me 80 Gadgetzan reputation, not 100 because I was 59 and the quest was 53. And then we got super sticky glue here.
Keep it real.
Yep. So I got a full 100 reputation here as it was a 54 and I'm 59. So with my goblin buddies here, I'm gonna bid you a fair farewell, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm just gonna figure out which quest and where I'm gonna do it, as usual. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.